Hello. This is a video about how to do Chapter 3, problem number 16. It asks, what country is a larger consumer of both meat and alcohol together? Well, that question is almost impossible to answer because alcohol and meat are not z-scores. So there's no way we can answer this question unless we know the z-scores. Z, as you remember, stands for standardized scores. So alcohol is measured with different units than meat. There's no way to answer this question. That's the whole purpose of statistics, is to answer questions that can't be answered with normal numbers. So we have to get rid of all those numbers, replace them with numbers that are z-scores. So how do you do that? Click on this data icon, click open in Excel. So once that happens, here's the Excel. These numbers are the original numbers right here, and these are the combined z-scores. We can tell that 2.17, which rounds off to 2.18, is the largest z-score. So that comes from country C. So let me go through this with you. How did I get those numbers? Well, obviously you just need to find the mean and the standard deviation. So let's do that. Let's delete everything that I've already done before and do it again. It only takes about a minute. So first of all, how do you get the average? You type equals and then average. Then you select the numbers that you want the average of. And the average in this case means the same thing as the mean. So that's the mean of the alcohol. Then copy that formula, do Control C or Command C to copy it, then Control V or Command V to paste it. There we're done with that. So that's the mean. And to find the standard deviation, it's the same process. You type equals STDEV, standard deviation, and then .S for sample, parentheses. Then you select the alcohol numbers and close the parentheses. So it's going to find this standard deviation of the sample of alcohol. Push enter. And copy that formula, the number that I just got, copy, Command C or Control C on the 14.53. Click over on the cell beside it and do Control V or Command V to paste it. There we go. We did it. All that work is done. Now finding z-scores is pretty simple. You type an equal sign, a parentheses, then the number itself. So the number itself, in this case, do not type the number. That'll take forever. Type the cell of the number. So type B2. That'll select the number. Then do minus the mean, which is B13. B13. It highlights it in red. Close parentheses. So as you know, a z-score is the regular number minus the mean, or the average, divided by the standard deviation. So what do you think is going to come next? Is the standard deviation. So divided by B14. Now, I'm not going to push enter yet, so just wait a second. We have to put dollar signs in front of the 13 and in front of the 14. That means those cells are constants. If you don't put the dollar sign there, then you're going to have to keep on typing this again and again and again, and it's going to take forever. The purpose of Excel is to make everything go quickly. Type something once, then you can copy and paste it without ever typing it again. So it should say B2 minus B13 with a dollar sign in front of the 13, and then divided by B $14. Enter. Calculated the z-score. Now what we're going to do is click on that cell and copy it. So Command C or Control C. Then click on the cell below it, and in fact click and hold down on the entire range of cells underneath that, and then do Command or Control V. Paste it in. And it calculated all those z-scores as well. That's the reason we put the dollar signs in, because the numbers themselves will change as you drag it down, but the dollar sign in front of 13 and 14 will never change. We'll keep using those same cells. Then we can also select this entire column and Command or Control V, paste it in, and get those z-scores. Then how do you find the combined z-score? You type equals and then sum, S-U-M, parentheses, then select both of the z-scores side by side for country A, then close parentheses, enter. That's the combined z-score. And then you can also, instead of doing copy and paste, you can also just carefully, it's kind of tricky, you have to hold it directly above that little green dot so it turns black like that. Drag that down and it'll copy that formula all the way down. This one right there, that's the biggest number. That rounds off to 2.18. So that's the biggest combined z-score, meaning that country C has the largest consumption of both meat and alcohol combined together. So country C, that little green dot right there, is the largest consumer of meat and alcohol together because it's combined z-score of 2.18. If you round it off to 2 decimal places, it's 2.18 is the farthest from the mean. And it always tells you how many decimal places to round it off to. So that's how come I knew you needed to round off the 2.175 to 2.18. So there you go, that's the answer.